Allie's Creative Cafe, an A-Cleaver art series where we bring in other creators and we just design some things together. Today is Free for All Friday, so we are just gonna be kind of making a bunch of different stuff together. It's always lovely to see you guys join, especially during your lunch hour. I know you're busy. Hi, Taz. Nice to see you. I hear you are making something today. I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited about that. But for those of you who don't know me, Allie at A-Cleaver Art. Hi. I started going live early July, and we've just been building. We've been making new friends. We've gone from like 20 people in real life who knew us to we just hit our first milestone 1K goal yesterday. So yay, thank you guys for that. I blame you. All of those shares and reposts, all the times you've shown up, it is helping. It is helping me hit those goals. It's helping me live my dream, and thank you for that. We were able to knock out some campaign goals earlier today, so hopefully this will just be like real fun and interactive. If you do like what we are doing today, please follow the other creators that show up. Please support each other. Don't forget your heart me's. I've updated the viewer wishes because we did knock out those bigger campaign goals. So this weekend is all about fun, all about just creating. The goal is just to make more friends. So, hey girl, hey! Did you guys get progress on that? Like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, if you can't show me today because you're like too nervous, you got to show me tomorrow. Like, I like in progress shots. You know how I'm about that messy middle. So again, guys, make sure you get your heart me's in. Make sure you're hitting that repost. It has literally been helping. We've met so many good creators. Actually, I'm telling you guys to repost, and I haven't. Let me see who's on tomorrow. Okay, I'm holding you to it. I'll get up early just so that we can do that. Let's see, who can we pull in here? I know I've got a couple friends that have been making some really cool stuff lately. So, do you guys know how to power share? Because that's what we're doing here. We're just telling some people that we're hanging out, making some fun stuff. I do have a good prompt for today, if you guys are interested. So make sure you have a pencil and an eraser. You guys know how I am about being able to erase stuff. Hi, Sam. Thank you for joining. I love seeing people pop in from post. Guys, so I just went and clicked everybody that's showing up online. So I've got 8 friends that aren't already in the room that are online right now. I just shared it to them. That's how we get people in here. I did realize that when I did the switch to studio, it cut a few extra people out. So that's fine, because we're not here for anything crazy. We're gathering our tribe. Oh, let me switch this just a smidge. Don't get too dizzy, guys. Hi, nice to meet you. I love making new friends. So the picture, does this look upside down to you guys, or it might be left? I don't know. Is it backwards? I think it looks right. I don't know. Every time I set it up, I gotta switch something around. Every single time. But that's been part of the fun of this journey, is like learning the tips and tricks, it is backwards. Okay. Do not freak out. We are gonna do a little flippy flip. If it'll let me. Nope, it's being cranky. Wrong button. Because I want you guys to be able to see it. Sometimes it shows up upside down. Where is it? How's that? It's still upside down. Now it's upside down, isn't it? Well, it wants to be cranky. We're going to have to make it work with this. I will turn it around, and guys, we'll make it work. We've made it work this whole time. That's the thing, is you gotta, we take what we get and we upgrade it. That's why society fears an artist. Did you guys know that? A smart society will fear an artist, because you can give us crap and we'll make roses without even having seeds. The picture that you guys are looking at, this is just my sketchbook. This is some things we've made during live. These are actually new stickers in the fan club. I think it cut one of them off. But so important to show up for yourself that I wanted to start with this today, okay? I wanted to remind you to show up for you before you show up for anybody else. Now I know, as an artist, that seems crazy. Why would I say that? Guys, you see me in the mornings. I meet my muse. I show up at the table every day. The reason we do that is because we get inspired. The more we show up, yes, I did tell you I'm going fishing. The more we show up for ourselves, the more we can show up for others. So the idea of being able to sit down and create scares a lot of people. We forget that we're creators. Society tells us you are not an artist. You have to have this level of talent. No, guys, they took a banana, duct taped it to the wall, and made millions. We can sketch. We can find 5 minutes to sketch. It does not have to be crazy. And I want to prove it to you, because here's the thing. It is so easy. Level 11. You guys are the best fans. Thank you. We have not been doing this long enough to be getting people up over the 10s. Oh my goodness. You guys are just great supporters. Thank you. Mad love. I want to show you how very simplistic and easy it is to create something with a few minutes of your time. Okay? Then we're going to make something a lot of our time. But this is just to get us going while we're waiting for some of our friends to show up. If nobody shows up today, we're going to still keep talking art. Another Allie. Hi, babe. Oh, and you're just as beautiful as your name. Ah, nice to meet you. So guys, if you can write, which most of you are taught how to write, if you can write, you can draw. Hey, girl, hey. And I like to show this because it's very simple. You see this cute little flower right here? Very simple, right? I'm going to show you how to upgrade this flower. But I'm going to show you, quite simply, you take these letters, L, O, V, and E. Okay? I know this is backwards. I'm doing the best I can with the camera set up, guys. Okay, so L, O, V, E. You've got a flower, right? Very simple, very easy. Hi guys, thanks for popping in. Here's the thing about that. Okay, so now we've done that. We've got a flower. We've made a rose, per se. Want to give it petals? Draw a C. These are C's. See how easy? I can't do it because I'm on studio. So I can't get my phone to mirror any other way while also getting the top stream. I literally flipped it 17 different ways according to the settings. For those of you who don't go live a lot, or you go live with your phone, the settings are amazing. TT has that set up to perfection. Studio, where you can do the OBS, the 2 screens, which is what I'm kind of doing here, which is why the phone's sideways. It's a whole thing. Is more for like the gaming streamers. I'm using it for art. Yeah, because that's what I do. That's what I do. But it does. It complicates the system. Like I really, like maybe, let's try it this way. If we flip it, like over here. Is that better? I don't know. I don't know. Is that a little bit better? See, nope. It's going to make me crazy. I got to put it over here so I can work. We'll make it work. I'll show you what I'm doing. Allie, what do you create? Are you a sketch artist? Do you dance? let's see, right about there is about center. But yeah, so I switched over to Studio so I could do the OBS system, and it's still kind of wonky. They haven't perfected Studio yet, probably because they don't know people are using it for different things like this. But hopefully it'll get there. It'll update. We'll have all the good fun options eventually. Viewer wishes are going to pop away in a couple minutes, so if you haven't done your daily heart me, please get that in. And then while we are live with some of our friends, I see you popping in. While we are live with some of our friends, if we like what we're doing, the Go Pops are real popular right now, the lightning bolts, roses, tiny support, guys. We're not asking for everybody to do crazy. You want to learn to draw and paint so bad. Well, you know what? I've got some good news for you. I do like crochet, though. I have an online art community. So, I do things like this. I say, hey, if you can write, you can draw. Because here's the thing. There are so many different ways to learn. There are so many ways to distract yourself from perfecting your art. You know, I could sit here and go, oh, this is horrible. Or I could say, hey, I took these and made them grow. You know, if I cross this right here, it's a T. Hi, Karen. Thank you for the follow. But if I put these little C's here, it's new leaves. Like, we can build on these skills, teeny tiny bits at a time, guys. I'm always going to say, do a teeny tiny bit at a time. One mark with another one, consistently will build. So if you can write, you can draw, because your eyeballs see what you're doing. You just got to know the shapes. So it's all cute little fun tips and tricks. Thank you so much for the follow, though. So, painting is a little bit harder, only because there's like color rules that I don't follow, as you can tell from all of these artworks back here. Color theory does not exist in this house. We just say, I want purple, and we do purple. We might actually end up making a painting together today, or at least getting one started. I try to do the bigger work upstairs, but I digress. So, for all of you that are in here right now, hi guys. Make sure you grab your pencil, grab a piece of paper, because we are talking about things that we love today and how we can build on them. I love that you're here for it. I love it. Hi, Allie. I wasn't sure you were going to be able to make it. So guys, if you do want to pop up in the box and tell people what you're making, you do have to create with us. That is the rule for Allie's Creative Cafe. I know. But guys, that's what we're here for. We're here to encourage creativity. I am here to remind you that you can create, that we can support one another in our journey. I have skills that you don't have. You have skills that I don't have. We can teach each other. It's all about teamwork. So that's why we're starting with the showing up. We're starting with the show and love. You got to do both of those for yourself before you ask them from other people. It sets you free. I promise. All right. I know. Off the kickstand. Okay, so if you have your piece of paper, as I know you all do, yes, show up, show out. They used to say go big or go home, and I'd be like, all right, y'all, I'm out. Now I'm like, I'm home all the time. I guess I'm going big. It's crazy how that happens. But guys, we've got some big visions and goals, and like I said, we're just trying to encourage people to create. So today's assignment, for lack of a better word, we're just going to start with a couple of squares on our page. Just give yourself a few spaces to create in. This is called a thumbnail sketch, okay? So these do not have to be perfect at all. I'm going to do 4 just in case I get inspired for that last extra one. Okay? You remember that flower I showed you how to draw? We're going to draw it again. Okay? in the very first square, we are going to draw love into our life. You can draw it as a flower, you can just write love. You can do both. But we're going to take that flower and we're going to expand it. We're going to do slightly different versions. Because practice makes perfect, right? So, we're going to draw some love into our life today before we get into our crazy fun weekends and we forget about thinking about showing up for ourselves. Because the weekend's for fun. The weekend's for break time. As somebody who used to work the entire weekend, ugh, please find 5 minutes of joy. Please. So again, it's very simple. Just L, O on top, V for the flower petals, and then an E. Okay? Very simple. Okay? We just drew some love into our lives. And if you're looking at your paper, how simple that was, it's not as scary now, right? We put these boxes on there and it's not a blank page anymore. We wrote this little, like, we have one picture already. Is that easy? Now, is this the best, most beautiful flower we've ever seen in the world? No, probably not. Probably not. I mean, I have a whole sticker set of flowers. I know I can do better than this. People who don't know that they're creators see this blank page and they freak out. They freak out. We don't freak out here. We are audacious. We're bold. Hi, nice to see you. So, we've got our basic. We've got our we did it. Guys, this is how simple it is to progress and learn, okay? So like I showed you on the previous page, we're going to take that same L, O, V, and E, okay? So it's pretty similar, and we're just going to add some C's. We're going to go around the edge and make the same shape as a C, just a little curved line like this. You guys see, they're not perfect, they're not the same. If you need to turn the page so that you are still just making that shape, it's fine. It's totally fine. The point is that you're making something. You are allowing yourself to get something out, okay? That's what art is about. It's about expression. Use it to draw in, you can use it to push out. Right now we're sharing love. We're sharing growth. We're removing fear. And it's so easy. It's so easy. One little mark at a time, guys. One little tiny, tiny step. So we're just going to do it again. So you know what happens with repetition? We build skill. We improve whether we mean to or not. So like my C's are like more petally in this one. You know, I did the little tighter curls. Nothing crazy. But I can go here and do that. I can go here and do that. I can put little swirls over here. You know, look, now we've got E's all over the page. Do you see what we did there, though? We've been live for 20 minutes, and we've made 4 flowers. 4 flowers. Hello. Same base in all of these pictures. Teeny tiny pictures. Guys, these are not, I mean, maybe eventually they'll, but they're not like masterpieces, you know? These aren't $1 million artworks. That banana wasn't either, but you know, to each their own. Hi Pebbles, nice to see ya. Guys, if you are joining and you want to pop up here, I'm about to put on the multi-guest, so I've got about 10 minutes until I put on the multi-guest, okay? So if you're in here, in order to get up here, you have to also create with us. So we're just slow building today. We're just making those marks repetitively. have to also create with us. So we're just slow building today. We're just making those marks repetitively. Just like when you guys slow building today. We're just making those marks repetitively. Just like when you guys hit those like buttons. Okay. Are we good? I think we're good. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Are we good? I think we're good. Can you guys hear me? Oh my goodness. So I want you to know that you do not have to be, I think we're good. Can you guys hear me? Oh my goodness. So I want you to know that you do not have to be a Friday. I have a creative community. We do stuff like this. We talk deep art stuff, principles, just basic motivation. But on Fridays, we all show up and show off our crazy new work in progress, our new random project. We get, we try to encourage each other. Now, I want to show you guys this. The reason I'm working on this one today. I have a couple bigger projects planned for this weekend. This is something I can do while other people talk. Old Soul, thank you for showing up. Did you pick up those paintbrushes yet? Did you? So guys, I have been called a instigator. I don't know where they got that idea from. But when my friends say that they're going to get to go paint, I get excited. Or they're making something this afternoon. I'm like, please show it to me. Not yet. Okay, I'm gonna ask you again. You know I'm gonna hunt you down. I love your art. I do. I really love your art. I wish you would share more of it. It's so beautiful. So, like, guys, we know so many talented people. We are so lucky. Are you guys holding out on that last like for 5K just to tease me? I think you're messing with me. I'm looking at 4,999. Like, oh, what's going on? I am teasing. I am teasing. But it was a funny thing to pop up in front of me. Oh, okay. Okay. I forgot who I was messing with. I'll stop talking the crap. But so this artwork, the reason we're working on it for Free for All Friday is because I thought this artwork was done. I did. I thought this artwork was done. Believe it or not, I got purple for you, Mon. For years, you can go in the shop, there's magnets with this design on it. Like, we're doing origami probably Monday. Because I love that so much. I know that it's you when I see that. And I was like, hey, I think I have the directions for a crane. And so we're actually going to do origami on Monday. So, something to think about. This is what happens. People inspire each other. But yeah, so for Free for All Friday, we just show up, show out. This artwork I really thought was finished. And I'm not sure if you can see, but on the bottom there's like these real deep, like where the white and the pink variate. I always saw people in it. So it's probably easier to see this way. I'll show you. But there's like people down here. You don't have to see it. You don't have to see it. I'll highlight them for you. Guys, we've got about... Anybody in here want to come up? Because I have no problem popping you guys up here. I want to hear, you can brag about yourselves. That's the offer here. Alright. But so to me, there's like a vision here. I thought it was done. I didn't think it needed more clarity. I was trying to fall in love with the abstracts. This is done. Nope. Your girl put it on the easel, like, to do the, like, little setup for all the, like, shop picks. And I was like, oh, yeah, I gotta work on that. So, while it is titled Posterity and Pink, I'm going to add at least some purple and silver to it while we hang out today. That's it. That's my crazy free-for-all Friday project. I'm going to take an old artwork and update it. And the reason I saved this for today, guys, is because Friday kickstarts the weekend, right? For a lot of people. Now, I understand those of you in the service industry, you're starting your weekend. Your work week is just getting going. But for most of us, there's a little bit of extra time to create. And a lot of us want to start something new. We want to say, hey, yeah, this idea is done. I don't have to work on it. Adding a new mark, a different color. Guys, add your colors is a big one for me. A big one. I have a whole coloring book that suggests you add your colors to my story. Because you don't want to draw a figure, but you can color one. But this little mark totally changes this entire artwork. This is no longer Posterity and Pink. We've added a new layer. We've updated. So for today, I just want you guys thinking all weekend long, is there a project that I need to go back to for a minute? And the thing is, not all of them need gone back to. Some of them are done. Most of mine were good. I didn't have to worry about it. I was like, yeah, totally fine. Some of them will hit you like that. They'll just show up out of nowhere and be like, well, you didn't edge this line correctly. Got this one right here. I have a whole post on going back, and I love when you stop in. I'm gonna literally stalk you about your art later, so you better paint. If you don't pick up that paintbrush, we're fighting. Thank you for joining, though. But you go in, and that mark could have ruined this. Who knows? We got 2 hours to find out if Posterity and Pink looks better with purple and silver. Guys, worst case, this looks like crap. I hate it. And we paint it white. That's what gesso's for. We can start fresh. Oh! Thank you, love. Thank you. Yes. Yes, the coffee. I actually had to put the coffee away. I've had a whole pot already. And I feel like that's not appropriate. At some point, I would like to sleep this weekend. So, now, I told you guys I saw people in here. But I do appreciate it, love. Thank you so much. I saw people in here. And you have not seen me draw a person on here yet, have you? Because I'm filling in the space in between. Yes, I love the stickers. I do. So those are hand-drawn, guys. Did you know that? I actually, these are all my sketches. I have been working on getting the super fan setup going, but we'll get there. You guys are super fans in my book anyway. But the super fans will all be in color, hopefully. But yeah, so there is this thing called negative space in art. And that's what we're doing. We're filling in the supposed negative space. What I really like about pour paints is that it always gives you its own little secret level. So I just want to show you what that's done to the bottom of this painting. Changes the whole look of it, doesn't it? Couple tiny little marks. Croc, would you like to come up here? Are you comfortable to go live, talk about what you do, what you create? Or you just want to hang out in the comments, because that's okay too. We do not force participation. Okay, we do. I'm all like, grab your sketchbook, guys. But yeah, so there's this thing in art called negative space. And it's not how we think of like positive versus negative. It is literally just the space in between things. Gotta go back to work. Okay, we will hang out soon. Thank you for stopping by. Fine wherever you put me. All right, well, guys, we got 10 seconds on that viewer wishes, so it's perfect timing. Let's pop on over. Well, I know it's not supported, but in between your reset. Are you going to let me turn you off then? I swear to God, if I have to reset this live. Tech issues are not my strong suit, guys. That honestly has been the hardest part of learning how to go live, is figuring out the new systems. All right, let's get Croc up here. Now, rules before I bring you up here. Nothing inappropriate. Show us what you're working on, okay? Like, you know the community guidelines. You can't say anything too crazy. Don't invite, you know. Where are you at, Croc? Did you run away? You guys are messing with me. No. No, you don't want to do anything too crazy? All right, fine. I love that you guys are like, let's just... All right, you don't... Well, fine, we tried. I know you're supporting me, and I appreciate it so much. Like, I can't tell you the joy and delight that you have added to just today. Just today. Over the top. So ridiculous. I bragged about you earlier. I was like, guys, you gotta listen to this song. Speaking of, if you have not seen that repost, please go listen to that song. Like, so true to my soul. Oh, amazing. All right, fine. You don't have to do it today, but we're gonna get you to draw. It's free for all Friday. You don't have to draw. You can paint. You can, you know, do a couple lyrics. You know, we started out with our little, if you can write, you can draw a rose, because that's just an encouragement piece. It's not a judgment. It's just to remind people that they are creators. The world will tell us that we aren't. It'll tell us that we shouldn't. Yes, personal songs are the best. It should tell us that we shouldn't create, that we should consume. Why? You can do both. You're allowed to do both. Oh. Here's the thing about heartache. The things that make us stop creating, the moments that pull us away from it. I'm so sorry to hear that, by the way. At the end of the day, those things are moments and tests. I have so many periods in my life where I stopped creating. I use those moments to just survive, guys. You know, when your heart is broken, sometimes you pour into your art. Sometimes you isolate. Neither one is wrong. Neither one is wrong. You know, do what you need to for your soul, as long as you're not hurting anybody. But as a mother, may I just say that I would want my child to keep creating their beautiful things. I wouldn't want to feel like I was the reason that they stopped doing something that lit their soul up. And guys, that's what we're doing here, is we're trying to light up souls. We're trying to remind people that it is okay to take a few minutes. Yeah. Here's the thing, babe, you're not a kid anymore. Let yourself be free. Let yourself be free. You can draw my little silly love rose and count it as you sketched today. And here's the thing, guys, not everybody sketches, not everybody paints. A lot of people think, and I think it's because of how society has trained us. You know, the starving artist mentality, the even the current content creator mindset. Now, I have been very lucky. I have not met very many creators that, you know, are doing the superficial, crazy, ridiculous thing. I also refuse to hang out with people like that, though. It is a very long working process. It is. I tell people that art saved my life. It brought me back to my sanity. Here's the thing about that. You know, people see me and they're like, oh, she's so cute and fluffy. Yeah, because I don't want other people to feel shitty. Like, let's be real. I'm a mom, I'm an artist, I'm a big sister type personality. I always have believed in being a cheerleader and supporting others. Turns out my Enneagram is number 7, so that's just in my soul to cheerlead. I'm also a natural teacher. So when I learn things about emotional peace and calm, I share them. Do you know that coloring is one of the most emotionally healing things you can do? Did you know that? That is such, okay, that is so beautiful. So, I'm going to read your comment out loud, I have to. So, Killa said, this is why I support others. It helps me when I see others smile, because I helped. Guys, do you know that when I couldn't create for me, I created art to advocate for others? Art Changes the World has been a project of mine in the background, in the forefront. It's just kind of done its thing. It's always kind of been a like secret motto, a basis of why I create. I create for charity projects, art awareness, because I can help people with what I make. Sitting in here and telling you you can draw too, it helps people. It makes it real easy to show up. Especially on a free-for-all Friday when we can just kind of do whatever, you know? But you have to be willing to experiment. You have to try and learn new things. And when it comes to emotional hardships, let's be for real. It will stop you from creating. It will stop you from experiencing life. And it's okay to take a pause. It is okay to take a pause. Don't quit though. Please don't quit. You're the only one who can create the things that are in your soul. Your song, while we have the same point in what we are doing, the message is the same. Your song sounds a lot different than mine. One isn't necessarily better than the other, but your song might finally make that point in a way that my picture didn't. Your story might add a chapter that makes a slightly abstract idea a little bit more solid for others. Guys, this is why I say let's show up for each other. But you gotta show up for yourself first. You know, I started doing these lives just to see if I could. It was a weird challenge TikTok gave me. I'd maybe posted 3 or 4 animal sketches. I was not ever gonna go live. Be serious. Me? I say that and people are like, what do you mean, why not you? Like, you're made for this. I didn't know that in July. I didn't. I was doing other crazy stuff, like working a full-time job. To get and make time to sit down and do this, was random, you know. Now I get to do it every day. I get to tell other people that they do it, they can do it. And the craziest part about that story, I decided to go live, started telling the story of like all these paintings, you know, we did at the table. And I would tell the story. You know, some of the stories were fun, some of them not so fun. And this is what we've gotten so far today. I think this one you can almost see a person without even trying. Exactly. The intention. Okay, Killa, you are just hitting it. Okay? Right there. You got me right there. I put my emotions in my actions that I do in my life. We're going to hard stop there. I'm going to come back to the next part. Guys, this 5 minutes a day I'm telling you to take for yourself, for your creative muse, for the crazy ideas that are running around in your head that need to be put on paper, that's intention. That is literally intention. Okay? You're making 5 minutes. Now, how do we make time? Do we have to toss something off to the side and ignore it? No. No, guys, set your alarm for 5 minutes earlier in the morning. Write down your dreams. Not necessarily like your goals and your dreams. Write down your dreams from the night before. If you're a writer, that helps you process emotions that might not belong in the story that you want to work on. As an artist, I'm going to be honest, guys, for a long time I tried to do the like sketch daily thing. I have a whole bunch of fun challenges where it's all about like, let's, you know, do a sketch or two. Because it does. It makes people happy. Yes, I will definitely have to stop in. But that intention, that time set aside for that, grows. It builds. The time that we're spending together has grown and built. You know, we start with a couple minutes. And then we do things like, hey, if you're in the neighborhood, there's this really cool art studio you should go see. And I will definitely go see. But if we don't sit down and make that time, we forget that we're creative. There were times that I forgot how to process emotions. You know? We're just sitting here coloring, hanging out, talking about my favorite thing, other than my kid. Talking about art. Nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with the long process that we did a few minutes at a time. Like I said, this artwork was done, I want to say 5 years ago. Yes, your personality is art. The life that you live is art. The shirt I picked today, this is art. The earrings, how I wear my hair, the tone I use when I speak. It changes how it's interpreted. Stylo, hi, I see you sneaking in. Stylo, I will let you be the exception to you have to be making something fun if you want to come up here and tell people about your creative journey and the beautiful things that you are making. I would love to share you with some of my very good friends that are in the room right now. That'd be okay. Someone asked me why I don't like pre-register these lives, and here's the thing, guys. I would rather us all go live and meet up when we can. Like, you got a few minutes to spare and hang out with me, cool. You got like a super cool art place nearby you can go hang out at, do that. Give me 1 sec to switch this over. Of course, my dear. That's what we do here. The Creative Cafe. Speaking of, for those who don't know me, Allie, A Cleaver Art. We support other creators around here. Without a doubt, without fail. Will it let me do this one? Oh. Sorry about the tech buttons, guys. I'll get it together. This whole new system. But, I mean, that's been part of the upgrade and the fun. If this button will work. Here we go. Guys, this is my good friend Stylo. I want to introduce you to him. Okay. Hi, darling. How you doing? Are you muted? Did I mute you? Didn't
you hear
mute
me?
you. I can hear you. How you
Okay.
doing
How
today?
you doing today? I'm alright. Just hopped off a live session.
And that made you get right back in one, huh? So, I have been doing this and have switched over to this official format. So you're like my 3rd or 4th guest. There's not an exact way that we do it here. But I have been inviting creators that I've met that I adore to talk about what it is they are doing on TikTok, how they are sharing and creating with the world. And I think your story is one of the best. So if you wouldn't mind, just go ahead and share with us a little bit about you. All the great things you're doing. Oh, I might have cut you out. You there?
But hold on. No, give me 1 second. I was just getting ready to walk out the door, so give me like 10 seconds and I'll answer.
Oh, you are fine. I appreciate you just joining us. I actually met Stylo through a mutual friend who was doing a music battle. And Stylo is one of the few lives that when I am done with my lives, I make sure if he's on, I go check out. Like, I do make a priority to go support those who support me. But when you have that thing you enjoy, he's definitely one of my faves. So, what do you guys think
Okay,
so
I
far?
am present and accounted for.
Yes, present and accounted for. Yes, there we go. Thank you, Killa. Appreciate you so much. All right, sir.
All right.
Shock the system.
So I am Rumbling Thunder.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Rumbling Thunder.
I am hearing a pretty crazy echo. I don't know if you guys hear echo.
Nope, you're good on my end.
Okay.
Tell us about you. You don't gotta be afraid. My friends are nice.
I'm a multimedia specialist. I have a Bachelor in Fine Arts and Film. My main focus in film is documentaries and commercial. And within those 2 things, I have crafted several brands. One of those brands being Commercial Universe Boutique, the brand that merges mental health merch. For you, melanated masterpiece.
They are
Mainly men,
masterpieces. They are masterpieces.
but not only men. And on this particular page, I have established an artist account to promote the music that I produce, and also as a way to showcase the designs that go with my TikTok shop. And
So just
all of
doing
these things are a part of a bigger documentary project called 25 Lifestyle Fitness to Thrive. And I'm utilizing myself, putting myself in the public eye to really let the culture know what it actually means to be the face of your brand and grow it from scratch in the public. Because
well,
there's a lot of content that tells you all you got to do is this, all you got to do, all you got to do. But sometimes there's more.
there's usually
All you got to do. But sometimes there's more.
there's usually. Oh, I thought I lost you.
But did I leave?
No, they are doing construction in my neighborhood, and it has been killing my afternoon lives. I'm like, could you guys please wait till 2? We're trying to have deep conversations here. But so I saw your post about Sundays,
Ah, okay.
and I kind of felt wonky to put my little I appreciate this on there, but men's mental health is so important. So important. I really feel that what you are doing, all your little projects and how they work together are spectacular. Like full support. I made sure to repost that for you.
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah, full support, full support. Um, when can I come hear, some of your wisdom? Like, do you have a regular live time, or is it just whenever you have the moment? Because I know I see you a lot different hours.
Usually, well, yeah, I'm usually just I'm on like in the AM
Mm.
and in the afternoons. There's not a set time that I'm on, but when I do come on, I'm usually on for 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours. So it's like generally it's like between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time I'll be on, and in the afternoon I'm usually on between 2 and 5.
So we accidentally worked out our schedules so that we can just visit each other all day. I
I have no problem with that.
ain't got
Like
no
I
problem
have
with it either.
like honestly, like I can see that there's people who are paying attention to my account now just because followers and stuff like that, and my posts coming across the feed. Uh, and people have an obsession of trying to figure you out. And like I don't do anything but just like have conversations like this on my lives. So we can run battles on the truth. People pop in and out.
Right, just
Sometimes they
making it
give,
fun.
sometimes they don't.
Right, making
Yeah,
it
but that's all I've been
fun.
doing for the last month.
I love it though. Every time I go in there, I learn something new. I meet somebody with some sort of, if even if I just get to learn something new from you, the people that you talk to and interact with, they've always got an interesting perspective. Even if I don't agree with it, I'm going to be honest, sometimes I don't. But, the people and how you interact is definitely part of the show. Definitely part of the show.
That's what it is for me. It's the only reason that I'm able to do it for so long is because it's entertaining.
You got all that practice
Like I'm
entertaining, huh?
thoroughly. You
But
said
I
I
mean,
practice?
yeah, you got all that practice being an entertainer, doing the things.
Uh, a little bit. Well, I have more practice being around entertainment than, than being in it, like producing. So that battle that I did last week, that was just because I had joined this agency,
Mm.
and they put that on. But you know, actually, when I first started doing live, I said I was never going to battle.
You're never gonna battle?
That's what I said when I first joined. When I started doing live, I said I was never do it because it was counterproductive to like why what I'm doing. But like it does have benefits just when you understand how the app works, and you do it is an opportunity to make some money.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you for
Why not?
supporting our friends, guys. I appreciate you. That's what this is about, is, meeting new people and sharing. I agree with the whole the battle thing is weird for me. I'm going to try a couple this weekend. If it messes up the vibe of this room too much, though, we ain't doing it. I don't care how many gifts are there.
It's gonna mess it up.
I know.
Right now.
I know,
I
but
can
we
tell you
have
right
to
now, it's
try
gonna
it
mess it up.
once. We have to try it once. Play the game. Learn all the skills.
Well,
Get the...
but that's where it's better though. Like we like if we're just having a conversation and just happen to be doing battles, that's better stuff better than just hitting at random buttons and getting throwing a bunch of chaos.
I mean, I understand in theory, I understand the point behind it, but in this room, we're inspiring creation. We're getting to know other artists. Like, I don't have to be number one, so battling something out seems goofy to me. But getting to know new people seems kind of fun. So, back and forth, gotta give it a try. You guys, if we absolutely hate it, the fans are like, no, we won't do it. If it makes me crazy, we won't do it, because go live and go live. We don't have to, these things are in place, but this man is outside sharing the sun with us right now, Like we don't have to sit, like, right here. Like, I hang out on my porch a lot while I watch my friends' lives. Because y'all can't keep me in the house for too long. Can't do it. But, that's one of the things that watching how you interact and how, you've also been testing all the things. Because I think we got on talk about the same time, kind of with a similar purpose, but a different plan on how to enact it. And, we'll try it. Like I said, we'll try it, but no promises. And, we'll try it. Like I said, we'll try it, but no promises. Construction, guys. Y'all gonna see me tear up a whole bunch of little yellow flowers. That's what we call construction cones in Ohio.
Definitely no wrong with social media unless you're stalking.
Right, no, you gotta have your own way to do it. Be a little bit different, right? That's what we love about Stylos. He'll speak the truth. Alright,
Somebody
man.
actually said that to me yesterday.
Somebody said that to you?
They said to me, you said that the way no one's ever said it before. And I was like, thank you. What the fuck? It's not the objective. Think your own thought.
Well, so the thing is, I think that a lot of people don't understand is just because you have a live platform, it doesn't make you some type of guru. Or, like, I tell people all the time, I am not your art teacher. I'm just encouraging you to make art. Like, I know some tips and tricks if you want them, but, and people will be like, oh, that was so deep. And I'm like, you guys just said the same thing to me. I'm just repeating it back to you. Like, we got some great people in here that create, encourage others. Every single one of them have a post that's about supporting one another, just like I do. Encourage others. Every single one of them have a post that's about supporting one another, just like I do. We all said it a little different, though. That's the beauty of it. At least for me, is that you can say it so many different ways. But yeah, you keep yourself humble, because you do spew some wisdom, and yeah, I could see people being like, ooh, yeah. I say it about you all the time. I say, he says the best stuff. I say, he says the best stuff. But it's because it's truth, you know? Noir, thank you for joining us. Sorry, go ahead, babe.
And I don't really subscribe. I don't really subscribe to humble though.
Well, you know what I'm saying. There's children in the room. Boo.
Grounded.
Yes.
Grounded.
Let's stay grounded. Yeah, let's stay grounded. You're right. You know, I like that. We'll stay grounded instead of humble. That's good. I'm gonna use that. I'm stealing that from you. Everybody saw it. I'm stealing it from Styla. All right,
what are you
guys.
working on right now? Oh, that's there, okay.
Yeah. So, I thought this painting was done. I have. It's in the shop. You can like actually go get a magnet and like all sorts of crazy stuff with it. And I put it on for when I was doing my like studio clean out. And I looked at it and I said, I can't, it's not done. I gotta work on it. So since it's free for all Friday, I was like, guys, we're gonna add some purple and silver, see what happens. Just see what happens, because you gotta be curious. You gotta give yourself that grace. I could have been mad that, I was kind of mad that it wasn't done. But, you know, looking at things with a new perspective, that's what art's about. Alright, Styla, we're gonna see if we can get somebody else up here, but thank you for hanging out with us today. We appreciate you so much. I will be popping in your live later on.
Alright. I'll see you later.
Bye, boo.
Peace.
Guys, Rumbin' Thunder, I adore him. Like, legitimately, the wisdom, the chill. Now, he's sassy. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm a little sassy too. Noir, would you like to come up here? I know you're working on a project that you'd like to share, right? I know you are. I'm gonna send the invite and see. We're gonna try it. Now, guys, I don't want you to feel pressured that you have to... I don't want you guys to feel pressured that you have to participate. You gotta be something you're not. Okay, you are definitely sass, sir. You are witty, though, too. You know, semantics. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Oh, we got him. We got him. Well, hello.
How's it going? How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you today?
Doing good. Just taking it easy.
What are you working on?
Getting, well, I am working on 3 pieces of stippling that I am going to be donating for a, I got into it with you before, but I'm in AA, and I'm like new to the program where I've been I think today is like 93 days sober.
Congratulations!
And at the end of September, we had like, what's that?
Oh my God, 90 days. Yes. Get it.
Well,
I am 15 months. So, yeah, that hits my heart.
Congratulations.
This is why we're doing art right now, guys.
Yeah, so
okay?
it's kind of the reason why I got back. I mean, I started getting to do more art just because I'm trying to stay busy, not trying to drink and stuff like that or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at the end of September, I have a it's like a dinner dance kind of thing like that, and they have auctions, and as my service time is to donate some art that can be auctioned off for my fellowship.
I love that. That is amazing. So I've seen your page and the stippling. Like, for those of you who don't know artistically what that means, it's like the little pointillism. It's the teeny tiny dots all over the page. Personally, for me, it makes me absolutely insane. I did it one time. I will never do it again if I don't have to. So, like, that's patience that I don't have. But your art's amazing.
I appreciate it. I mean, I'm kind of like a control freak, so that's the reason why I like doing stippling, is I have control over every single little thing. Like, I will never, ever pick up a paintbrush to do watercolors in my life because I have zero control over watercolors.
I love how we are the exact opposite, because that's why I use watercolors. It's exactly why, guys.
To each their own. I mean, I just feel like I'm a 5-year-old every time I pick up a watercolors, just because it just looks like garbage to me.
Well, you're judging yourself from like an artistic, high quality level, whereas I'm like, hey, I had 10 minutes to sit down and these supplies were right here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. I'm not so spontaneous, and I'm kind of a perfectionist too, which is probably why I do so well, I guess. Not to toot my own horn as far as my medium of choice.
Oh no, you need that kind of level of skill and attention for that. I mean, honestly, guys, if you seriously go check out his page right now, because there are some amazing artworks on there. You said you're working on 3 for this charity auction at the end of the month?
Yeah. The 3, I'm actually going to be donating 4, but the third, like, one of them's already done, but I'm going to be doing one that represents, or not doesn't represent, but it's going to be 12 camels walking in the desert, representing, like, I guess camel. I'm newer to the program, so I don't know all of the facts, but camel represents staying dry, not drinking so much, staying dry, not drinking so much, and surviving without drinking. So
yes.
Walking through the desert kind of symbolizes that kind of too. They want like a picture like that, so I'm gonna be doing a picture building where my fellowship goes, and then the third one is going to be, there's a poem. It's called Footprints in the Sand, I believe it's called.
I love that poem.
But it's basically all about, you know that poem?
I do.
Okay, so yeah, it's basically going to be Jesus, carrying somebody through like a beachfront, or on the sand or the shore, walking towards like a sunset or sunrise, however you want to interpret it.
I love that it's open to interpretation, but the meaning is so deep.
Yeah. Then the last one, I I decided last night. I said, why not do an extra one? But the last one I'm going to be donating as the fourth is, I think it's on my profile, but it's the one where Jesus with the corn or the thorn crown.
Yeah, I think that one is on your. I think I saw that
I'm
one.
doing that one.
Oh my God, your art's amazing.
Yeah, that's going to be.
So can I ask you a weird question?
Absolutely.
Okay, I love that you didn't even hesitate. So you said that the stippling is because you're a control freak. Like you like having that control. Do you find as an artist that you typically do like one topic more than others? Like I know right now you're working on this specific project, but if you just had 5 minutes obviously yours is like 5 hours to sit down and do a page. Do you find yourself drawn to one topic more than others?
Not necessarily. I would say I kind of try to avoid humans more, just because, like animals and like humans more, just because, like animals and like, nature-y kind of stuff, it's a little more forgiving if you make a mistake. Like, if you're doing a face and then you like screw up the face and like, oh, you really notice the mess up kind of thing. So, but not particularly. I mean, I have a whole backlog of like pictures that I want to do. I guess a lot of them are more animal based. I have a few buildings. Like I live in Chicago, but there's a few like really old, 19th century buildings that I want to do stippling up, just because I'm a history nerd. And since I'm assuming you saw the recent lady that I posted,
I have
she's
not.
not wearing a shirt, but
I saw the wish. I can't get that one out of my head. But which lady? Because I literally stalked your page. I looked at every single one. I loved them. Is it like it's closer to the top then? Hi, beauty.
Yeah, I did it. I did it over the weekend, but it's basically a naked woman with like a sheet wrapped around her thighs or hips or something. But I posted that one on Monday, and since I did that one, I've been getting a lot of requests for people to have me do stippling of them.
Are you considering it? Like maybe, or you're like hard no?
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it. I mean, it's in the name of art, and I think whether it's a male or female figure, it's all art.
Learning experience, worst case.
Exactly, and like my Instagram account is much bigger than my TikTok account. Like on Instagram, I have almost 3,000 followers there, and judging by the amount of likes that I get, it seems like a lot of people like that kind of art. And I don't know if it's just because there's a lot of pervs out there on the internet, but give the crowd what.
I mean, obviously we got to eat,
Well,
but
yeah, that's kind of the thing too. Is a lot of them want to be like, hey, I'll pay you to do, a picture of my wife for me and stuff like that. So, like that one that I posted, that was a commission piece where they paid me, a fine penny or two to do it for them, and they agreed to be okay with me posting it on my socials.
Well, so that is an actual big part of supporting an artist. Even when you get a commission, like I tell everybody, if you want me to make art for you, there is a 99% chance we're doing it live. Because otherwise I gotta find extra time to work on that project. Like,
yeah.
So, but that is a great way to, like, when you are, trying to build up and get more people to check out your art. is to be like, yeah, you know, I actually started with, my commissions were videos. I would record while I was working. And that's how I ended up sitting here comfortable to talk about art and be like, hey, what are you making?
Yeah.
It grows, but like I said, you know, if you have the patience to do it, wow. Like, wow. I am like a hard on certain projects. I'll just be like, guys, nope, that's, and not because it's out of my wheelhouse. You know, I'm always down for a challenge. I like trying the new things, the experiments. The messy middle is the fun for me. But at the same time, there's just some stuff like, nope, can't do it. You know, a lot of times people will ask you to do copyrighted art. And I'm like, go get a photocopier. What do you need me to make something of that for? I got brilliant ideas.
There's somebody I was actually talking. Yeah, there's somebody I was talking to this morning who, you know, she's basically, I guess the technical word would be exhibitionist.
Ooh.
Where like she basically approached me, you know, on Instagram, and she's like, "No, I really, really love your art, and you know, my husband's a photographer, and I have over 200,000 pictures of, you know, nudes of me basically, and I only let, you know, really talented artists, you know, do pictures." And she's like, "If you're interested to collaborate, you know, I'd be willing to, you know, reach out and we could figure something out." And like, I've seen her like portfolio of all the stuff that like people have done, and you know, it's cool because she has a wide variety of artists, you know, in different mediums, like, you know, oil, water, pencil, you name it. And I haven't really seen any stippling that anybody has done. And you know, I was asking her, like, you know, there's a few things I'm kind of interested as far as picture goes. Like, I don't want something that's like incredibly graphic. I want something that's more, you know, artistic. She's like, "Well, that's great, because that's kind of, you know, my wheelhouse. I want things to look, you know, fancy and classy." And she more or less, you know, like, how can I explain it? You know, she's like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "Okay, there's a certain theme that I kind of want to go with this one." Without sounding too graphic, but like, are you familiar with the word shibari?
No, and I don't think we should bring it into this conversation until I can check it.
Okay, I'll keep it a little.
Because, you know, we've already
It's
said
basically just,
that's kind of a waste of your creative energy, I feel. Like, now, I do encourage people, like, when they are creating, like, you're just learning, check out the greats, see what they do, learn some of their techniques. But like, when you start selling your art, you got to have your own style, you know. And sometimes, I mean, like, sometimes we can break out of it, and like you said, you know, this is what they're paying for as a commission, this is what they're asking for, you know, because I have the skills, I can do it. But I don't want to make somebody else's artwork. I want to make mine. You know, that's the point of being A Cleaver art.
Exactly.
You know, I didn't learn all these skills for no reason.
I mean, my favorite style of art, I can't even do. Like, I wish I could do like surrealism. I love surrealism, but for some reason, my brain can like not function in a surreal kind of manner. Maybe it's just, you know, the side of the brain that I work is, you know, so rigid and, as we said, controlling kind of thing like that. Like, when I was in high school, it was, you know, me and one of my best friends, you know, we were both in advanced placement arts, and mine was like, you know, I was the stippling guy, and he was like the colored pencil surrealist, you know, painter and stuff like that. And I'm like, I just wish I could do what you do, because the way you think outside of the box is just so impressive.
What's crazy though is the way that you think outside of the box is so impressive. Do you know how, like, so few people can look at an image and break it down the way that it takes to do stippling, the little, like, I feel the same way you feel. Now, having tried it one time, it's not a skill I want to learn. Like, I do not ever want to master and hit the level that you are. But it's admirable that you have developed it to that level. And I think that that is one of the best parts about spending time with other creatives is, yeah, we all kind of think some of the similar thoughts, but they're just different enough, you know? And
exactly. I mean, we're all a different post on the wheel, right?
Yes, we are. We are all just different enough to... But that's what keeps it spinning. You're right. It's a wheel. It is a wheel. All right. I am going to let you run free because I'm going to actually cut today's live a few minutes shorter than normal. So I'm going to do my little spiel and exit out of here. But thank you so much for joining us.
Awesome.
We will do it again soon.
Appreciate you for letting me join you.
Of course. I love meeting new artists. I love hearing what you're doing, and I'm so proud. Please post your pictures so I can brag about them. I can't wait to see them when they're done. I love this project you're working on.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys. I know I'm supposed to be here for about another half hour, 45 minutes. I just got a call from my daughter's school, and I need to give them a call back. So I'm going to go responsible adult for a little bit, make sure my baby's okay, and get this replay uploaded and everything. I just want to say thank you so much to our wonderful creators that joined us, Rumbling Thunder and Noir. You guys are awesome. I love the things that you are working on. Please keep creating. Please keep adding beauty to this world. Like, honest to God. Guys, we will be back later, assuming everything is okay. Around 6-ish, okay? We're going to be up in the studio, though. So, thank you for joining me today. I cannot tell you how beautiful you are enough. Like, you guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging out, love. Oh, while I have you here. But Allie at A Cleaver Art, these cafes are normally about 2 hours long. Real life, though, guys. I love you all. I will see you soon. Thank you for joining us today. Make sure you follow all those amazing artists, and we'll be back at 11:45 tomorrow for another episode. Appreciate y'all.